5 dropshipping misconceptions that I've heard over the past 6 months of me doing dropshipping. So let's get right into it. Let me know in the comments down below how you're liking this type of format of a video. This is my first time doing it. I'm sure that it will improve in the future. So let's get right into it. Dropshipping doesn't work. Dropshipping is dead. Right here, you can see yesterday on July 9th, that was my day, $2,275 with about a 23% profit margin. Over $500 has been made that day. And from my experience, I do not think it's dead. I think that a lot of people want it to be dead. And there's this constant question being asked. People ask me, is dropshipping dead? Does it work? It does work. And it's not about if dropshipping works, because dropshipping is not a business model. Dropshipping is a fulfillment model. You're doing e-commerce. E-commerce is alive and well. It is growing every single day, every single month, and every single year. And as long as the internet exists, it is going to continue growing. So it's about, are you going to make it work? Because there are countless examples, and I guess now I'm an example of dropshipping success. I don't think that I'm a dropshipping success. I don't think that I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and the vision is much greater, and I have been repeating that in the past videos, but I am getting traction now, and I can see that it works. The feeling whenever you get your first sale, you're gonna realize that it does work and it is possible. So you can go back and watch 147 videos that I made on a daily series of me grinding every single day to get to this point. And I think it is alive and well. What about Amazon? Whenever somebody sees your ad, why don't they just go to Amazon and get the product that they can get there for cheap, and it gets there quicker? Where this is a somewhat of a valid point, because Amazon is dominating e-commerce. They have the majority of the market share, but that does not mean you cannot make money with dropshipping and e-commerce, because it is all about branding and having a unique product and doing the right marketing. Of course, there is going to be a percentage of people that are going to see your ad and they're going to compare the price and go to Amazon, but those are not the customers that you're going to get. You don't have to worry about that. If somebody is going to go click off your website and look for a better price, they're not going to purchase. So it's all about choosing products that you can market in a way to trigger something within your customer to get that instant purchase and to make it look good enough for them to want to get it right away. Also, in order to prevent your potential customers from fleeing your store and going to Amazon, you can have a bunch of comparison charts. You can address this in creatives or on your website. You can have comparison charts, my brand versus Amazon. What are the differences? Amazon quality is bad, or stuff like that. So a lot of comparisons, making sure that you're branding your product in a unique way. And then eventually, whenever you start growing your brand and your dropshipping store, you can use Amazon as a tool and post your products on Amazon and have even a bigger market share of your product. Let's get to number 3. Number 3, and I have fell into this trap before, is mass testing products. I know that there are a bunch of different strategies, and what I try to make known in my videos is that there is no one way to climb up the mountain. On the first graph, you see a person that is consistently testing products. They're not investing money back into the business. They're just trying to chase a winner and then move on and get another one. While some people are making money that way, I like to take on a more branded approach, which is branding a product, getting something that is potential to actually have a legitimate business, get repeated customers, and really be able to scale to higher heights than just like a regular dropshipping store, because you might hit 100K, 200K month, but that is not sustainable. You want to have a business that is sustainable. You're putting in all this work, you're learning so much. There's no reason why you should be having one product just die out after a couple months, where you can actually legitimately reinvest some of your profits back into the business and make it a full-time brand, which is bringing in consistent cash flow every single month, and that you can eventually exit. So on the first graph, I would call that a rat race, just chasing products. At this point, you might just find a different business model if that's the way you want to go about things. And that is just my personal opinion. I know that there's a bunch of people running up stores, having seasonal products and stuff like that. And while you can make money with that, I like to take a more branded approach, which is the second graph, and it's a exponential growth in my opinion. So at the beginning, I mentioned this. I remember weeks I was repeating this over and over, how right now I'm putting in this work and the results are not coming in, but this stuff compounds. The stuff compounds, your work and your hours that you put in compounds. As long as you continue improving, eventually you're gonna see yourself on that graph taking over and going all the way to the moon. So right now I feel like I am in that process of taking this brand all the way. I am still dealing with a bunch of problems. At every stage of a business, new problems arise, but at the beginning, I feel like you're least equipped to handle those challenges and handle and beat those bosses. But eventually, whenever you have more experience, you're more equipped, you have more skills, and there is no problem that can arise and you won't be able to fix it. So I feel that way. I'm really confident, and although problems do arise, I have the tools and I have the connections and I have the network to be able to fix anything. So that is my little 1 cent on how I feel about mass testing products. A lot of people work that way, but I feel that finding one product that you have a lot of conviction in and testing a lot of creatives and making it work within a decent budget of about maybe $150, $200 is the strategy to go with. And that's what got me this winning product. Because at the beginning, whenever I first tested it, it did get sales, but it wasn't showing too much excitement. I continue to test creatives. I continue to optimize my offer, fix up the website, and now it is printing, quote unquote, and I'm able to scale it. And I'm reinvesting back into the business, but more on that in another video. Coming up this Saturday, weekly update. So make sure you subscribe and like the video. Number 4, and this ties back to my last point, is the secret strategy. So if there is anyone online trying to tell you that there is this secret strategy that you should be using, we saw this already with the TikTok shop when it came out. A lot of gurus hopped on that, started selling courses, made millions. Congrats to them. I respect the hustle. But if somebody is trying to sell you a quote unquote secret strategy, do not listen. At the end of the day, you have to put in the work. You have to find the product. And it's all about finding your own path and your own way, because what might work for me might not work for you, and I'm all about preaching that. So make sure that you're not just blindly following somebody. If you are following a course, I did follow a course and it helped me out a lot, but eventually I have built on top of that and pieced everything together and found my own way of testing products and found my own strategy. So I recommend you to start with a simple strategy that somebody might be preaching, but then build on top of that, connect the dots, put the pieces together and figure out what works for you, what type of products work for you, what type of advertising works for you. You can go TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff, but just make sure that you stick to one strategy until it starts working and then start expanding onto different platforms. And that's what I'm doing. Only Meta ads right now, no Google, no TikTok, no Snapchat, no Pinterest. We're going hard on Facebook, and the ceiling there, in my opinion, is way further than I'm at right now. So I'm continue running Facebook and I'm happy so far. So let's get to point number 5 and the last point of this video. So point number 5, and I get this question quite a bit, is can I do dropshipping as a side hustle? And the answer is yes, you can do this as a side hustle, but you have to keep in mind that you have to sacrifice your free time. If you have a job right now, you have to be able to sacrifice all the free time that you have, put in the work on the weekends, get home from work, you're tired as fuck, you went to the gym, you have to put in that work, you have to do what is required, and eventually, whenever your business starts getting traction, you can leave the job in the dust and commit to dropshipping full time. But you can do it part-time at the beginning. It is going to be harder and it might take you a little bit longer compared to somebody that was able to dedicate their time to this full time. But it is possible with sacrifice and having faith, knowing that it is possible. So that is going to be it for today's video. I know that there are a bunch of other misconceptions, but I feel like these have been popping up repeatedly. I have gotten questions about these, so I just wanted to clear them up and give my little opinion on how things are going. So make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think of this style of video, and I will see you in our weekly update on Saturday. And now for the bonus point. If you made it till the end of the video, action. I pledge allegiance to the grind. Let's get after it. Action. Action is the foundation and knowledge is the supplementation. So keep that in mind. Act on it. Turn off this video. Make a website. Make a store. Pick a product. Make some ads. Do something that will push your business forward and focus on the big needle movers. There is no one spy tool. There is no one strategy. Figure something out and get to work and make it work for yourself. Peace.